Good evening and Assalamu alaikum. You are watching Meherkan on Sir Zahid's channel. Its name is It's All About Grammar. Today I would like to tell you why this channel is all about and why you should subscribe to it. First thing, if you want to improve your language skills, you need to know all about grammar. Yes, in Pakistan, our students focus on how to speak English fluently in every field of life, but so many people still do not know correct grammar. The accuracy in grammar can be achieved by knowing different chunks, different parts of grammar, which is very much important. Unfortunately, people do not give much focus to the grammar, and therefore they are left with a lot of flaws when they are speaking. So, if you want to improve your English grammar skills, subscribe to this channel. Um, Let me tell you how I started following Mr. Zahid. Sir Zahid has been one of the most renowned teacher of Karachi. If you belong to Karachi and specifically Sindh Board, he has been the teacher for more than 10 years. And this channel is specifically for those students who want to achieve higher score in class 9th and 10th English. Uh, Let me tell you how I learned through him. Since I was a kid, I have learned through him. He has taught me a lot of things. And when I was learning from him, I was getting to know a lot of things which I did not know earlier. And this made me a keen learner. I got to know I got to know how I should improve English while learning and after learning grammar. And it is important to learn grammar first. Let's start with how the grammar journey begins. Grammar is actually the word as soon as our Pakistani students come to know about or listen to this word grammar, they are so much, you can say, annoyed by with this word grammar. Okay, I'm going to learn a specific structure of particular formula and subject and verb and all that. But let me tell you, if you really enjoy learning, um, you have to take a little interest. Initially, you might not feel very much interested in learning English grammar as it is not a language, right? When you were learning Urdu, obviously nobody taught you grammar, but you were started speaking subconsciously. But in the case with the second or the third language, if English is your second language or third language, you need to put your extra effort for it. Let's suppose if I am the second learner of English, I need to learn a lot of things before I come to know about some specific chunk. Let me tell you the difference between learning and acquisition. Language acquisition happens when a child or when a kid or when a student learn things from the surrounding, and therefore we happen to speak in some particular language. On the other hand, learning is a conscious process. It is just opposite to the acquisition. Learning is a conscious process where you get to know things in sequence and things are very much planned, like English grammar. When you learn English grammar, you start usually with parts of speech. Here in Pakistan, it is taught initially. We learn with parts of a speech, then we move on to the noun in its kind, then grammar structure, what is subject verb agreement. As far as ninth and 10th course is concerned, we have to be very much peculiar about choosing topics. We don't have to acquire knowledge, we have to learn things about English grammar. What things are important in achieving good grades in ninth and 10th? If we begin with the tenses, this word tense specifically made so many people tensed. Why? Because the way it is taught, the method it is taught is very much boring in our context. But fortunately, this channel will help you learn tenses perfectly and energetically. Remember one thing, when something comes to your interest and comes under your interest, you start developing your curiosity. Now you are going to learn tenses. How they are going to help you? Tenses are going to help you learn active and passive, your narrations, sentence formations, a lot of things. Okay, now Okay, if you want to learn tenses, you only have to start with the correct structure or correct form of the sentences. Let's say if you know what is the initial part of that, yes, every sentence begins with usually with a subject, and you need to know what the subject is. You move on to verb then, and verb tells you what is verb. Verb is initially the backbone of any sentence. When you know verb, you know the basic structure of any language, right? And now moving on to the object and then adverbial, then there are a lot to learn about it. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you that how important it is to learn the parts of all the grammar chunks. Let's suppose if you are learning subject, you should know what kind of subjects are there and how you should use for improving it. What is subject, verb, and agreement? Then you have to move on to how many kinds of sentences, what is affirmative, what is negative, and what is interrogative. So once you come to know about all these parts, all these kinds of sentences, then you are very much closer to acquire accuracy. As initially I told you, it is important to learn language chunks if you want to acquire your accuracy in any language. Therefore, I would always suggest you to subscribe to this channel and keep on learning through Sir Zahid. Thank you so much.